Hey internet! So today I thought I would show you my little secret tip for how to make false lashes look natural. Now, I've traditionally not been a huge fan of false lashes at all. They were really popular with everyone when I was in college, and I only wore them occasionally for really big events because I think you can always tell normally when people are wearing them, and I just wasn't a huge fan of that. And the crazy thing is now, especially while I was in Hong Kong and I got to find really inexpensive, high quality lashes like these, I was wearing them even during the day to go to the office where I normally try and keep my makeup really toned down, just because I've figured out how to make them look like your real lashes. And the only difference really that they create is that they elongate the shape of your eyes. Really like the way it looks. So let me just show you the first step that I do. So I just take one false eyelash, and you can get false eyelashes everywhere. My local Walmart has great ones by Ardell or Revlon. I do not like the ones with the glue on them already. I tried those, but I really was not a big fan. So what I look for when I purchase them is ones that are not too thick, so you can see, hold on. You can see that these, if the camera will focus, are not overly thick and they have different lengths in them. So those are the things that I look for. So just take a pair of little cuticle scissors, and you can see it just has a little tiny end on them. Not all false lashes have these, but these ones do, so I'm just going to trim those off. And if you can't find any that are a good length for you, like you feel like they're all really long, don't be afraid to give them a little haircut. I do that sometimes when I buy a more dramatic pair and then I take them out of the box and kind of compare them to my eyes and they just look huge and overwhelming. I'll just give like the ends a quick little trim with my little scissors. Alright, so I just have one false eyelash right here, and I am just gonna cut it in half. So it's hard to show you this properly, but just try and find a good place to snip and go ahead and do that. So I now have two pieces, and I'm just gonna lay one aside. And like I said, I don't think that these need any trimming. I really like the length on them, so you can see the piece that I have here is shorter on one side and longer in the middle. So we're essentially like inverting the pieces. If you cut it in half, this side is going to go here and the other side is going to go there, and I think I'm really over explaining this, but it really makes them look so natural to use just a half like that. It saves you a lot of money because I don't tend to reuse my lashes, so cutting, one lash into two pieces gives you two applications per single box, so it's essentially like 50% off, and I just love the way they look. They make my eyes look a lot more almond shaped than if I had used the whole strip, and it looks a lot more natural as well, just because it's very hard to conceal the inner strip of the eyelash. So if you have them coming in, if they're very long as well and you don't have very large eyes, or a lot of eyelid space, they can come in really far where you wouldn't even have any eyelashes normally. So using a shorter strip like this is kind of my first tip, I suppose. Alright, so my glue of choice is by Duo. I adore this glue and I literally cannot live without it. There is no drugstore glue that compares with it. Now you can get it at MAC and Sephora, I believe, and it is just amazing. I would not do false lashes without it. So what I do is I just apply a little bit on the end of a brush. This is my Smashbox brow brush that I use every day. And you can see I haven't applied a lot, just a little dollop. And then I take an old pair of tweezers, but I mean, it's not like you're gonna damage them or anything like that. You just might accidentally get a little bit of glue on them. And I pick up my eyelashes, so you can see up close, this is the strip that I cut, and I just apply the glue to the roots of them, making sure to get a good amount on the ends on both sides. So you can see that. And now I know a lot of people like to really let the glue dry before they apply the false lashes. I personally like to apply them while they're still quite wet, so I wait maybe about 10 seconds and then I apply them. Maybe that has to do with the fact that I use the Duo lash glue, but I just don't like them to be overly dry because then I find that the corners will not properly adhere to the roots of my lashes, and then it just, yeah, I feel like it doesn't work as well at all. So just when it looks like it's about to start drying, that's when I apply them. And then I just get right in. And you want to be able to apply them as close to the roots of your lashes as possible. You can see I apply my false lashes after I've done all my makeup, and I wear quite a natural sort of eye look when I tend to do them, just because I think that's the easiest way to pull them off and have nobody notice. But of course, using half strips like this will just emphasize any smoky eye look that you do and look great with it as well. So I just want to apply it. And the nice thing about applying it when it's wetter is that gives me a little bit more playtime as well to do any little adjustments in terms of placement. And then while the first one dries, I'm just going to go ahead and do the other one. Alright, so what do you think, guys? I think they look really natural and pretty, and for me the last step is always to add just a touch of mascara to blend in the false lashes with my real ones. Since, you know, like I said, I purchase very inexpensive false eyelashes. I don't get the MAC ones. I just think they're ridiculously expensive for one application or even two. So I find that drugstore purchased lashes, which are not human hair or real fibers, tend to have a little bit of darkness and shine to them that doesn't quite blend in with my mascara. So I just give them a very quick and very light-handed application of mascara, and today I will be using my L'Oreal Voluminous. And make sure that the bristles don't have too much product on them. This is about a half-used tube, so it's awesome. It has just the right amount of product. Through this method, I did all of my makeup before applying the false lashes. In fact, you could definitely apply these after wearing your makeup all day and then just wear them for the evening if you wanted to. But because they look so natural, you don't have to. You can wear them whenever you would like to with minimal fuss, and I just adore the way they look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found these little tips helpful, and I'll see you in my next video.